kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Buffaloes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. They go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Lewis to throw. And that one's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the...
There he goes. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll keep it himself. On the move at the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lewis to throw. Pocket breaking down. Steps away to find some room. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They'll try to pound their way in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeps it on the draw. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. That brings them to within 1. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Handoff from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. Here comes the hurry up. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
The Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try to pop the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Kelly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Open space at the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You have got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his stride. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Welch. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Running to Green. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Now on the move. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Quarterback empties his backfield. Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. And the Hilltoppers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. He'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. So Western Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Finds his man. It's Myers. And the Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The corners are walked up tight. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Toppers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Give to the running back. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Offense in the hurry-up.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew it.
Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Riles. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Boley. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's...
Unleashes one deep. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He slings it deep to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. First down here for the offense. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Pulls it in. It's Tyree.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Moving away from pressure. Finds a man by himself. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throwing right. Got it! He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Bowley. Gets it to the back, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Bowley. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He caught it. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Back to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Still on his feet at the 45. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. On the move. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You can see.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to run it, trying to find his man in the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Makes the catch. It's Little. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Now they'll run the draw. And they swarm him under.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And he's in for the touchdown.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the hill.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Hilltoppers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fires on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bowling. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just have to make that catch.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
Now the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, what a move. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing.
It's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Caught over the middle, it's Kelly. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. The jet sweep pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Makes the grab. It's Myers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. And wings it incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Hilltopper. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back.
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Power football with the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he's in for the touchdown.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
On the ground. He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the fourth. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Dropping back, it's Boley. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Okay, ready? Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. They want that clock to run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a man on the right. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Quarterback will keep it. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Boley. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Got to find a completion on this one. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.